Today's reading is Sherlock from the Sexypedia Wiki. Sherlock is one of the granddaddies of the sexy man phenomenon. Super Wholock is legally obligated to be mentioned on this page somewhere. His class is Tiamat, and his source is the BBC Sherlock. Archetypes. Questionable LGBT rep. If you want to waste several hours, check out this Fanler article on the John Locke conspiracy, TJLC for short. The amount of time it takes to read it, and all linked documents, will be far, far less than the cumulative hours fans spent trying to prove that Sherlock and Watson were going to be canon. Marked canon/fan divergence. Season 4, Episode 3 did not canonize John Locke, so TJLCers were convinced that a secret 4th episode would do it. Even when the series wrapped up, fans were dedicated to proving that these two white boys would get together, scouring official media and the online accounts of the staff and actors for proof. Probably the greatest example of confirmation bias in fandom history. John Locke. The trope namer himself. Fans were utterly convinced that Sherlock and Watson were gay for each other, even after the writers gave them both designated love interest girlfriends and wrote in multiple different moments where they both went no homo, just to mock people who thought they seemed gay. Then the series ended. Most of the fans went, "That's a bit shit," and left. And the few fans that remained went, "I pretend not to see it," and rewrote their own fic AUs where they were gay anyway. Can't really blame them. It probably would have generally been less shit if the show was about their gay dynamic rather than whatever the fuck it ended up being. Twisted freaking psychopath. Themes by the writers both in the show and out of it have ranged from high-functioning sociopath to he just wants to be a sociopath because he thinks it makes him special or something, but he's really just faking it. And within the show, there's various implications all over the board as to the possibility of him having many different types of mental illnesses, but no matter which way you cut it, his portrayal has some eyebrow-raising implications about mental illness at best. Long coat/cape/robe/etc/well-dressed. Nearly always shown wearing a long black coat and a grey scarf. Pale twink/British/distinctive voice. Benedict Cumberbatch. Intelligent/dominating. Or at least he's supposed to be extremely intelligent. Really, he's just more like what the writers think a surrounded by idiots super genius looks like. So he just magically knows things, and Dueck's unforeshadowed chessmaster manipulation gambits himself out of things in ways that don't make sense. And he treats everyone like shit all the time. But see, it's okay for him to do that because he's smart and ultimately right. Angst. It tries to, but it mostly just comes off as, "Oh, woe is me, I'm so smart and everyone else is so dumb, my friends that I abuse constantly suck for having human emotions, and not being super genius scary stews like me." Fanon. Super Wholock was a thing. I don't know much else about it, beyond that it was the Tumblr predecessor to Twitter K-pop stan gifs, and that people photoshopped Sherlock in flower crowns a lot.